A double earthquake hits the UK region with a loud bang that sounded like military jets. Parts of the UK were hit by two quakes, with people woken up by a rumbling sound. A UK region has been hit by two earthquakes just hours apart, and the quake hit the Scottish Highlands just 9 hours apart recently, a few days ago, with locals reporting a loud bang that sounded like a military jet. Let's remember that the Highlands are, of course, beautiful. I've been to Scotland, to Turnberry, the golf course in Turnberry, which is owned by Trump. And this is the Great Glen Fault, as you can see right there. That's the part that sort of splits the upper part of Scotland. Look at all these beautiful faults there. And the Highlands, of course, are very high. Let's remember that Scotland has a supervolcano. Look at these Highlands. Now, when I was lucky enough to go there for 3 days for a seminar, and the men were at the seminar, the ladies were, of course, being taken around for tourism, and we saw beautiful places there. But every evening at the hotel, there was a piper, and it's very mystifying. It's really something special, something like, quote unquote, out of Outlander. Yes. When the piper was playing around sunset, the pipes were echoed by the mountains surrounding us. So it seemed as if the sound was even stronger. You can imagine hearing these pipes during some kind of a conflict, you know, with the pipers, the Black Watch or whatever. But anyway, beautiful place. I couldn't sleep all the nights I was there. It was so beautiful. But anyway, these quakes here, the first quake hit Morvern at 18 minutes after noon at a magnitude of 1.4 hours later. At 8:43 p.m., 1.1 magnitude quake came in on the Trenish Islands off the Argyll coast in the west of Scotland. Now, incredibly, these two quakes come in a line of incidents of this kind in recent months. Since October, Morvern has been struck by staggering 13 earthquakes, and even the Christmas celebrations were not spared, with a 2-magnitude quake recorded at 5:16 a.m. by the British Geological Survey. The epicenter of the quake was Kimmelford in Argyll, but the BGS said it was also felt on the Isle of Mull, the Isle of Lismore, and Loch Gilphead. Residents reportedly thought it was military jets taking off when the quake arrived. It was described as like a loud, low rumble, like a heavy vehicle passing, and loud bang that woke me up, one resident said. And on December, 1.5 magnitude quake was also logged at Morvern. The quake's epicenter was A844 near Loch Arianus. And on December 9, an earthquake measuring 2.1 on the Richter scale hit the same area, and the shuddered event was felt in Mallaig and Morar, as well as by islanders on Lismore and the Inner Hebrides. Lismore locals described a loud rumbling noise. Meanwhile, villagers in Mallaig and Morar said they felt a weak trembling as well. You see, even though these quakes were so small, they were felt. But let's remember that they also have marshes there, so the earth was very soft. There were actually between 200 and 300 earthquakes in the UK every single year. However, most are far too small to even register. However, ones that reach 2 on the magnitude on the Richter scale will cause tremors in the surrounding areas, and as such are noticed. Around 10% of the earthquakes that the UK sees on an annual basis are significant enough to be noticed. And this is by Hannah Cann and Max Parry on Express UK. Let's remember that the United Kingdom has a lot of magma under it. Bath has hot spring baths. Leamington Spa has hot spring baths. And a lot of these baths were known from ancient Roman times. They had built beautiful baths there, hot spring baths, because there's magma underneath. So please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.